Hey guys, welcome to Silver and Blood. While we're here, let's redeem a code. Let's go to settings, redeem a code. Control V. That is SABPRESENT. Confirm and redeem successful. So we do have a pull and 50,000 of your soli. So back to the video. So you might feel your characters are under-leveled and cannot, you cannot clear stages as you would want to. So we'll go through all of the areas wherein you can increase your stat to increase your blood power, and also stat increases which is not included in the character themselves. So we'll start off, of course, with your level up. So you level up, you gain some stats during level ups. Then once you hit a certain threshold for your level up, you will need to do Spirit Siphon, which is actually another copy of your character. So as you do Spirit Siphon, max stats are going to increase as well. As you can see here, the max level up will jump once you go from 160 to 200, and that is a lot of stats. For level up as well, I would suggest that you only level up 5 characters. It's actually enough for your transfusion tree. So as far as I know, your top 5 here will be the basis of the levels down here, especially for the lowest character that you have. Then as you slot the rest of your characters here, they will again follow the lowest character, hence they will also have an increase in level. So for your gear, there are different tiers of gear. So far, this is what I have. The highest that I have is at tier 5. I think the highest in the game is at tier 6. The higher the tier of your gear, the better for your character, because again, the stat increases are going to be higher. So this is going to be tier 4. Definitely lower tiers are going to have lower stat increases. Also guys, let me take you to one of the characters here. There are some gears that have specializations like this. So this is not for all. This is sometimes dropped within, what you do within the game. Not all of the characters that I have this additional specialization. This is at tier 4, however. So this is pertaining to the faction that character has. So when equipped by a church vassal, the attributes of this piece will increase by 30%, which means that this stat here is plus 30%. So you have to be able to farm most of your gear with this attribute here, so that you would have better stats for your equipment, but I think that will take time. So the other stat bonuses is going to be in the artifact that you are going to be equipping your characters. So for Van Helsing here, I gave him Philosopher's Stone. This is a plus stat that is been given to him. So 36 HP, 180 attack, physical defense 90, and magical defense 90. If a character doesn't have a artifact, definitely it's going to be zeros all over. So the last for the characters in terms of stat is going to be your affinity. So your affinity applies to everybody. Everybody will increase their stat once you give them food. It's mostly food, and it improves your relationship with the characters that you're using. So right now, Van Helsing is at 4 affinity. So every time it increases a level, then you will have part of their stats increased. Speaking of affinity, so for every council that you have every day, usually when they participate, there's a chance that they would also increase their affinity through this. So one of the good things is, if you have a team, more or less you should assign them here. A maximum of 5 seats is available to slot in, and after you've done your meeting, then certain affinities would increase. Not for all, but it really depends on how you answer in this meeting. The last one and the most important one is going to be your ritual chamber. So your ritual chamber is going to give you a lot of stat buffs. So for the awakening itself, it's HP and attack. Then there are more specific buffs, stat buffs, like for example for light equipment user, medium equipment user, and heavy equipment user. And there are stat buffs as well for specific factions like Ancestry, Church, Bloodborne, Kingdom, and Outworldly, which I'm not sure what it is yet. So again, if you're focusing your team on Church, definitely try to level this up because this applies to every member within the church faction. So, how do you get this currency here? There are two ways, and I'll start with the priority one. So, for the currency that is going to be used for your ritual chamber, it is mostly going to be available in the event store. So right now I have maxed everything out in terms of purchase for all of the currencies here in the ritual chamber. As you can remember, most of the levels that I have in my ritual chamber are at 10, 11, or 12. So this is a great value, guys. Please get them as soon as possible. Prioritize them because these are permanent buffs for your characters. Another one is in your Covenant shop, which you can find here. It is your discretion whether you're gonna be buying it from the shop, because if you buy it from the shop, it has its own currency, by the way, but it also is being spent with getting shards of pulls for your SSRs, which in my case I've been prioritizing this one. But if you want to prioritize this, it's really up to you if you're gonna be going with this. But for now, I will be doing shards for, perfect shards, not even advanced shards. And for the fragments, I'll be farming them in the event once another event comes around. So far, those are the aspects wherein you could increase your stat buffs. The stat buff for the ritual chamber is actually going to be massive. So currently, I have progressed up to 10-4. This is the furthest that I have been in terms of all of the upgrades that I've had in terms of the stat buff. So again, it really helps you progress through the story. And as you can see, my total BP for the team that I have right now is 24,782. So again, guys, if you want to progress further and faster, definitely focus on the permanent stat buffs that you have with the character and also within the game itself. Thank you, guys. What do you think of this video? Stay safe, take care. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.